Hey there YouTube, welcome to Helgas Gaming. My name is Helgas and this is Road to Ranked. So, what is Road to Ranked? Road to Ranked is going to be a series where I take a champion from League of Legends and get from my current level, which is 14, up to the ranked playable matches at 30. So first of all, a little bit about myself. I'm a gamer, but I'm an ex-gamer on World of Warcraft, which took a lot of grinding. Change of lifestyle meant I couldn't really put the time and effort into it. Really like PvP, so I decided to give it League of Legends a go. It's something I can pick up and I can put down when I want, but I've really got into it over the last few weeks. I've been playing it for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and it fits my lifestyle quite well, and the game is really good. So what I did is I built up my IP points and I decided to go for my first champion, and Darius is the one I went for. Now Darius is going to be the focus for Road to Ranked. Every match I play will be with Darius. Sometimes I might chuck in a rotation just to have a look at the free rotation champions. If anyone's got any advice on some other champions to buy that I might like, please leave a comment in the descriptions below. So first of all, let's have a look at why I picked Darius. Well, starting with League of Legends, it's quite a steep learning curve. There's a lot of abbreviations that you need to learn about. You've got to learn about laning, you've got to learn about last hitting, but one thing I didn't want to do is let the team down, so I kind of stayed away from the support characters. I've never really played mages in any MMORPGs. I didn't really fancy a mage on this to begin with. My previous was a hunter on World of Warcraft. I tried marksman, but some of the skill shots were a little difficult to get down, so I went to Garen to begin with, and I really enjoyed Garen's style of play. And after a little bit of research, Darius came up to, and I just thought that's my guy. That definitely suits what I want to do. He's got great attack power, he's got good survivability, he's not too hard to learn, but he's very hard to master and get down correctly. So I've picked Darius, and I think that's going to be a good choice for this series. Let's just have a quick look at Darius's abilities. So the reason I'm doing this now and introducing the champion, I'm going to introduce what he is, what he does, and the build, so I don't have to keep repeating myself in every episode. So once this is down, this will give you the idea, and then I can just give good commentary when I'm putting the matches together and pick up on some tricks and tips along the way, but I'm not having to keep repeating what I'm buying every time and why I'm stacking up the QWE and R rotation the way I am. So let's just have a look at Darius's abilities. Hemorrhage is a damage over time effect. Every time he hits something, they start to bleed, and this stacks up 5 times. This is a quality little passive ability because sometimes the champions get away from Darius, as he does have the tendency to be a bit slow, and with the last little bit of life they might run away thinking they've got away with it, and then the hemorrhage kicks in and you get the kill. Decimate is a skill shot for Darius, but it's not too complicated. Basically Darius swings his axe in a circle, hitting everything in its path. If you catch the opponent with the axe instead of the handle, it does 50% more damage. This is his poke ability, and it's one that we get up first, so any points that I can put into Decimate, they always get priority. Crippling Strike is the next thing that I prioritise when doing the build. So what happens is on his next attack they start to bleed out, the opponent's movement and attack speed is slowed. Crippling Strike's cooldown is lower the more bloody the target, so it really helps with the survivability of the fight and goes well with Decimate. Apprehend is Darius's way of pulling a champion back after trying to get away from the fight, and it also ignores a percentage of the armor, starting off at 5% and working its way up depending how many points you've got in Apprehend. So this is a great way to start an altercation with another champion. It's a good way to start the rotation between an E, W and Q. And then the last thing is the Noxian Guillotine. This is our ultimate. Now this is also known as the Dunk, and hence why Darius is known as the Dunk Master. Darius leaps to an enemy champion, strikes a lethal blow, dealing 2 true damage. The damage is increased for each stack of hemorrhage on the target. Now that's important. I don't want to use my ultimate until I've got 5 stacks of hemorrhage on the target. I know that by the little drops of blood that appear around him in the graphics. That does a massive damage increase, and if it's the killing blow, I automatically get a refresh, which means I can dunk another champion and I can move my way up through double kills and triple kills. I think I've had 1 quadra kill, but never a pentakill as of yet. So the way that I put my points in, Decimate is the poke. I always go for Decimate first. Depending on how the lane's going, I might take Apprehend if it's someone that's at ranged, or it's usually a Crippling Strike. Obviously points go into Noxian Guillotine or the Dunk at 6, 11 and 16 I believe it is. So that's Darius' abilities. Let's just have a quick look at how I build Darius in the game. Now this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is a professional, like I say, I am a noob to this game, so I am learning, but leave a comment below, tell me what you think of this build. So I'll start off with a ward some pots, and I also start off with a plus 10 attack damage longsword, which helps me build into my first item. I go for the Ravenous Hydra, gives me good attack damage, a little bit of, well, 100% base, a health regen and 12% lifesteal, but really it's the cleave. The cleave that you get as a passive helps clear minions, and the active crescent deals a little bit extra damage, so it's almost an extra move that you get with it. Very good at tanking is Darius. If you just put a little bit of armor on him, it gives him his survivability, so when you're in those champion fights one-on-one, you get your hemorrhages up, and that's what you need to do, so you do need the survivability. So what I go for is the Frozen Heart. It's got a great armor increase, a 20% cooldown reduction, which is not really that important, but Apprehend has got a really long cooldown, and if you miss the target, can be quite annoying. 400 mana is always good, but it reduced the attack speed of nearby enemies as well, so that along with my Crippling Strike really slows their attacks down, allowing me to do more damage, get the hemorrhage on and finish off with the Dunk. Depending how the game goes then is my next choice. If I feel like I don't need too much more armor because I seem to be having good survivability, I'll go for the Bloodthirster. Now I get a really good attack damage boost on that, but it's the 20% lifesteal. Now I can overheal that as well, puts a shield on me, but with that 20% lifesteal from the Bloodthirster and the 12% from the Ravenous Hydra, every time I hit something, every time I kill something, I'm going to get that lifesteal back, making me very hard to actually break down and kill. But if I feel like I'm a bit squishy in the game and I feel like I'm under attack too much, what I'll do is I'll go for a Guardian Angel. Gives me the 50 armor and 50 magic resist. Again, magic resist is important if you're up against a lot of mages, a lot of support characters. But it's the main, the unique passive is that if you die, it brings you back to life with 30% of your health and mana after 4 seconds. So it is a good, especially if you're in a big team fight. If you move back to the back of the team fight, you might have been hit by a poison or a damage over time, you die but you're out of the main group fight, it brings you back to life, and then you can either join back in with the fight, or you can port back to base to heal yourself. And then depending how long the game's on, how much money I've got, I will go for a Trinity Force, which is a good buff to all my stats pretty much, and it's got some really good passives, which gives me a movement speed, and the next basic attack also deals bonus physical damage equal to 200% of our base attack damage. Now up to 200% of the base attack damage is good because we are stacking attack damage as a general rule for Darius. So that's my build. Now I'm not going to go into runes and masteries because at level 14 I haven't opened up all my runes. I've only got 14 mastery points and I put them in what people class to be standard things. So what I might do is another video once I've hit level 30, I've opened up everything, and then do a bit of research, come back to it then and tell you what I think I feel is best for Darius. So where do we go from here? Road to Ranked starts off, it's not going to be me showing you 30-minute games every time, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the game. Sometimes I might not record them, sometimes I might, but when I get a game that I feel I've started and it's looking good, there's a good balance of teams, I'll start recording. I'm going to give some commentary on the games, I'm going to show you the tricks and tips that I've picked up with Darius, and hopefully we're going to get some good gameplay in there as well. Just to let you guys know that I do stream on Twitch TV. If you'd like to join and watch my live streams, it's Helgas Gaming, that's the channel name. So if I am having just a little bit of a play about at night, then I will stream on there, give commentary, live commentary if that's what people want. I also have a Twitter if you want to join that, it's at Helgas Gaming. I put all my Twitch streaming times on there. I'll put up any new videos that are coming up. Anybody's got any questions that they want to ask me, you can shout across to there, no problems. By all means leave comments in this in the section below. I don't mind debate, I don't mind people even saying I need to do this or I need to do that, anything, as long as it's constructive criticism, it's all good. So guys, thanks for watching. This has been the Darius build guide, so I don't have to keep repeating myself over and over again. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel to keep up to date with the next episode that's coming out, Road to Ranked. Thanks for watching, and for this episode it's over. Helgas Gaming, Helgas is the name. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Yeah.